As you can see, I'm up $971 today. I want to show you how I traded the market through this crazy volatility that we're seeing. Today was no exception. We ended the day with a 60, 70 point rebound on ES, but I was already done. I finished my trading in less than 30 minutes today. I'll show you each one of these 3 trades and explain it in detail. Now, if you're new to my channel, I have a free course called Futures 101. I will link this below. The entry that I'm going to explain in these markups is taught in detail in Futures 101. So please, it's free. There's no sign up, no credit card, no email. Just go watch it. It's my best information out for free. I'll put that link down below in the description. Also, the accounts that you're seeing here today, I only traded my Tradeify account. This is a 150K instant funded account. Use the code ASFX and that'll save you 30, 40% on any account with Tradeify. There's a link for that in the description as well. But the first trade was at 7 o'clock this morning, as you can see from the bottom of the screen, 7:10 this morning. I got long as we had like a triple bottom, a triple bounce off this dotted line. This dotted line is the overnight VWAP. So I put a stop at the pin. That was our previous potential low for another leg higher. You can see I was in with 18 micros. I was not paying attention to the trade here when I should have been, trailing my stop and closing some of the trade. Instead, I was probably doing something with my son, and I end up getting just, as you can see, full stop loss here for about 9.5 points on those 18 micros. Then market opens, and I try to short it because if you look, actually like right under here, you can see there's that 25. That's the second trade. I short it because of this move lower after my trade. So look how much lower it goes after this first trade. Market open comes in. We bounce, as you can see right underneath me. We bounce at the open, and I get short again at 53.82. So I tried the long at 53.87. It did not work. Sellers take control under that VWAP over. Then my bias flips. Now I'm short biased. I'm scalping it short here at 53.82. I'm short with a stop loss at the previous structure high. That could be our opening range high, is my thought. And I'm looking for a move down. I take this entry at 9:42, 3 minutes until the opening range is set. So that's how I had confidence to give this a shot as the high. If that high gets taken, cool. Take me out of the short because I'm on the wrong side of the New York VWAP anyway. The dotted line in this picture is the New York VWAP. So here I'm short with a stop at opening range high. And again, this trade is taught in detail in Futures 101. Please just watch chapters 10, 11, 12, and 13. Those 5-minute, 12-minute, 11-minute, 12-minute videos will explain this in more detail. Now, when it flushes 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes to the opening range low, I close the trade in full. So in at 53.82, out at 53.69. Now you can see it goes much lower. But as I say all the time on the channel, I'm not here to catch the whole move. I just need to make consistent money and get out. So this was the whole move, and I took this little piece out of it. That is an ideal day for me to be consistent in this market. When I try to catch bottoms and tops, I burn myself out mentally and financially. So then I actually had a great podcast today with Divvy Trades, Raul. Some of you may know him. That'll be out next Saturday. Tom Basso comes out this Saturday, then Raul next week. And then after the podcast, we see this pump and drop back underneath VWAP. So remember, I was short from 53.82, 25 micros. So then in the afternoon, sellers are still in control. We're under the New York VWAP. I put a VWAP on this swing low. It's not the low of day, but it's a swing low. And the reason why is Brian talked about this in our podcast last weekend. Brian Shannon, the VWAP god, father, whatever you want to call him, VWAP god, king, master, ruler, whatever. He says that for scalps, like if I'm going to use this as my stop loss, this swing low can be very valid. So when that swing low is broken, I took 2 minis short instead of 20 micros. And then again, I get a beautiful flush. Look, 1, 2, 3, stall, and then 4 minutes right into those equal lows, full profit taken, 52.56, 53.56. So I'm in at 61.75 and then out at 56, 7, 8 points. Not a big move, but it ends up being a nice little scalp with very little risk. Now, the market ends up coming much lower. You can see the trades here on my trading view, and then the market ends up dumping here on the news this afternoon when Mr. Powell started speaking. We also could say there's a play here with a low of day VWAP to be short here or here. And again, these plays on that low of day VWAP break, I explain that in Futures 101 in detail. We also talk about handoffs. This would be a great handoff. And look at where your moves come from, right off the handoff. It's a handoff because it's the last touch of the New York VWAP. I go into this in many, many other videos, so I'm not going to dive deep into it. But that handoff then sets up shorts here at 52.95 off of 5,300 down into that 52.50. No one knew that it was going to rebound 60 points to end of the day, but it did. After that much selling pressure, I don't think many people saw that bounce coming. So now where do we go from here? That's the big question, right, everybody? Well, I'll show you. Stocks are already up pre-market. Maybe we get a little bit of a bounce tomorrow. If we take it to a daily time frame, we are still inside the Trump candle range, the doom candle from Trump. The bounce off the 2022 lows still in play. All-time high VWAP still above us. So intermediate range, 5,500 on top, which was support, now turned resistance potentially, and then 4,800 on the downside. Even tighter, if you want tighter ranges, I would say this week's high under 5,500, and then here at 5,000. So that's like a nice 500-point range that we traded in until today when we expanded out of that weekly range into the bottom. So I might not be afraid to bet on the fact that we stay inside this candle for a while. That Trump candle here, the big day, we could stay inside that candle for a while, everybody. So stay tuned with us on ASFX TV. Jump in on Futures 101. That's the right place to start. And then here, stream with us right at the top. Click live streams and tune in. We'll be live every single day, except we have holiday Friday and Monday. So we're not streaming Friday and Monday coming up, but we're live every other day. If there's no holiday, we're streaming, we're trading. You can use the code ASFX for Tradeify. Oh, I got all the links in the description. All the links, all the discount codes. ASFX is the code if you're watching this far in the video to get yourself half off first month with us here. So got plenty of links and discount codes. I got you guys all hooked up. That's all down below. Make sure you're subscribed. I'll see you guys this weekend for Saturday's video with Tom Basso. And as always, thank you for watching.